There are loads of different webcams on the market, but what if you want to take things up a notch and use a dedicated DSLR camera for your webcam? Well, you'll need a way of connecting it to your computer to capture that crispy video that it's capable of producing. That's where one of these comes in. This is the Live Streamer Cap 4K from AVerMedia, a device that does exactly what I just mentioned. Hey guys, I'm Matt and welcome to Kit Guru. If it's your first time here, then it's good to see you. You're in the perfect place for getting honest, down-to-earth reviews on the latest PC gaming, tech and hardware. If you're a regular, then welcome back. As I mentioned in the intro just now, today we're taking a look at the Live Streamer Cap 4K from AVerMedia. It's a simple to use device that will allow you to capture video coming from a DSLR camera and record it on your computer. The device retails for just under £90. If you're serious about streaming or content creation, then having great quality video is an important part of your setup. So let's find out if the Live Streamer Cap 4K performs and check out how the video looks when compared to direct from camera footage. The device comes packaged in a cardboard box with cardboard inserts. There's no plastic in sight, apart from the film protecting it from getting scratched. And this is good to see. Keep doing this, AVerMedia. The box contains the device itself, of course, along with a USB Type-C to USB Type-A cable, a quick start guide, and then a card with details on how you can contact AVerMedia if you need any support after you pick one of these things up. Now, just like the Live Gamer Extreme 3 capture card from AVerMedia that I checked out on the channel a couple of weeks ago, the Live Streamer Cap 4K is a pretty tiny device that will be really easy to hide away under a desk or behind your monitor once you've got it all set up. The unit itself measures just 94 by 45 by 16 millimeters. It's really small. And also, like the Extreme 3, the body of the device is made entirely out of plastic, which helps keep the weight down to just 44 grams. But yet again, like the capture card, it does get quite warm after being used for a while, and again I'd like to have seen some venting used in the body to help with cooling. The top of the device has some AVerMedia branding and the LED indicator light, which is nice and bright and can be seen easily in dark rooms. Perfect for a little horror stream. You'll find connection ports on either end of the Live Streamer Cap 4K. There's one HDMI 2.0 input port for connecting a camera, and then one USB 3.0 Type-C port for connecting to the computer or to a mobile device. There's not much else to say about the design, to be honest. It's a small black box with a light on top. Let's move on and have a look at how easy it is to set this thing up. It's clear to see that AVerMedia had simplicity in mind when they designed this device, and I really appreciate that. Setup is as simple as it could be. Just connect your camera to the HDMI input port, and then connect your computer to the USB Type-C output port. Now, I connected my Sony ZV-1, which uses a micro HDMI out port, and luckily I already had the required cable, as AVerMedia didn't include one. Now, I do appreciate that there are many different types of camera out there, so including every cable needed probably wasn't possible, but micro HDMI is quite common, so I would have liked to have seen that cable at the least included with the device. It would have been nice to get everything in the box that you need to get up and running. But once you've got all the cables connected up, you're done. It's a totally plug and play device. There's no drivers required at all, no installation of anything. Again, everything has been kept as simple as possible, which in my book is a sign of really great product design. Now, you can use the device like this, just plug and play, with no issue at all. At least that's how I've used it mostly. Or you can choose to install AVerMedia's Cam Engine software, which allows for a little bit more customization. We'll go over everything in the software in a moment, but for now, let's look at what really matters, the video quality. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I use a Sony ZV-1 camera. That's the main camera that I use for all of my content here on the Kit Guru channel. and I usually record straight to a memory card that's inserted into the memory card slot inside the camera itself. Well, this whole video has been captured using the live streamer Cap 4K. Could you tell the difference? Here's a side-by-side comparison of the 4K 30fps video. On the left is the AVerMedia video, and then on the right is the footage straight from my camera. And for this section, I've removed all post-processing and all colour grading that may have been applied during editing or post-production. And I'd be interested to see what you guys think, so let us know down in the comments what you think of this side-by-side difference. Now the Cap 4K can also capture 60fps HDR video at 1080p, and it has auto downscaling to keep things looking nice and crisp. I've used this device for meetings and content creation while I've been testing it, and in my opinion, the video looks great that you get out of it. The video is sharp, vibrant, and when monitoring the camera input in OBS, the preview has been responsive and lag-free. So now let's look at some of the bells and whistles that can be added on if you choose to install the AVerMedia Cam Engine software. As I mentioned earlier, you can use the live streamer Cap 4K without this software, and that's how I've mostly used it while I've been in meetings. I've set it up as a video input device in OBS and then used the virtual camera feature to forward it through to Google Meet, and the results have been great. But if you crack open the Cam Engine software, you'll be greeted by a few different options. But before I go through them, I just want to point out that to use the virtual background and EPTZ, which is a fancy way of saying digital zoom, to use those two features, you have to sign up for an account on AVerMedia's website. Why? I really don't like that at all. It didn't sit well with me. So those two features, they aren't really included for free with the software. The cost is your personal details. I do wish companies would just stop doing this sort of stuff. Why lock stuff behind an account sign up wall? Anyway, enough of that little rant, on with the features. Down the left hand side of the software, there's a navigation bar that includes the following options. Firstly, there's the layout screen, and this lets you position your camera feed in different areas and in different sizes across the virtual camera scene, which, yes, you can use the Cam Engine software as a virtual camera just like OBS, which allows you to select it as a video input device in other programs or meeting applications like Google Meet or OBS and so on and so forth. Then there are the options to add artificial smoothing and skin tone softening. In my opinion, they look quite poor and they look very, very fake. It kind of makes you look like a wax model. I'd never use it in any professional setting. Maybe if I was 13 and making a TikTok, but for my use case, the settings just don't look that good in my opinion. Now this next screen is hilarious. Cam Engine lets you apply different overlays to your face, similar to Snapchat filters, but they are pretty bad. If you want to make yourself look like a pig or have a glittery beard, then this is the screen for you. But I'll warn you, the effects are applied very inaccurately and don't look good at all in my opinion. Then we have the option to apply a virtual background or a virtual background blur, and this works using NVIDIA's Video Effects SDK, which does need to be downloaded and installed separately. And this was a weird one for me. I've used NVIDIA Broadcast for removing my background before, and that came in really handy before I got a dedicated green screen. But the same cannot be said about the effects applied from within Cam Engine. The quality of the edge detection is very poor. Obviously you can get it a bit better with more and better quality lighting, but it's nowhere near as good as I remember NVIDIA Broadcast being. Then I touched on it briefly earlier, but there is also the option to enable EPTZ, which is electronic pan tilt zoom. It's basically auto framing that uses digital zoom. It is a nice touch and it did work when I selected the adjust to fit speech option, but if you're capturing 1080p video coming in from your camera, then you will notice a loss of quality when you zoom in. At 4K, maybe you'll get away with it, but I'd always prefer setting up my camera framing correctly beforehand than letting the software zoom in and out and move the frame around. Finally, there's a tab for applying AI noise reduction. And this will apply to the audio that's coming in to the computer via the Cap 4K. So in my case, this will either be my camera's onboard microphone or the lav mic that I'm wearing right now and that I connect to my camera when I record my Kit Guru videos. Here's a very quick sample of the audio with and without that noise cancellation. Hi guys, so this is a quick test of the AI noise reduction setting within the Cam Engine software for the live streamer Cap 4K. I've got the device added as a virtual camera to OBS so I can record it while being able to show you the settings that I'm changing as I change them within the Cam Engine software. So my TV's on in the background and this is the audio quality that you'll get through the microphone that's coming through the microphone jack on my camera, which is then connected to the live streamer Cap 4K. This is with no AI noise reduction, and I'm going to toggle that on now quickly. So this is now with the AI noise reduction filter turned on, and the TV is still at exactly the same volume in the background. So this is a test of the AI noise reduction on the live streamer Cap 4K. Let us know down in the comments what you think of the quality of this AI noise reduction. I'm looking at the levels here and it looks like it's doing a pretty decent job. So this is kind of a secondary function of this device, but if it works decent, then it's a nice to have in my opinion. Now, overall, I was quite disappointed with this software as I found it doesn't really add any useful features that I can't already do without it. The fact that some features are locked behind an account sign up is very bad and something that I hope they can and will remove. The face overlays are laughably bad. If they were of a much better quality, then I could possibly see them being used by some streamers or content creators, but as they are and as they were when I checked them out, they look terrible. The basic features like camera feed positioning does work okay, but it's nothing that I cannot do in OBS, for example, already, which the majority of people who use this device will more than likely be using that piece of software too. And plus, even if they aren't, then I'm sure most streaming software has this level of basic functionality built into it already. The device works great without the software, and I feel that that's probably the way that AVerMedia intended for it to be used. The key to this thing is its simplicity. Just plug it in, add it to your recording/streaming software as a video input source, and away you go. So I'm left with some mixed feelings after using this device for a few weeks. The device itself works great, it's simple to set up, it produces good quality video in my opinion, at a range of resolutions, it's small enough to hide away and keep your setup looking clean, but it's let down by the software, which I can't hold against it too much as technically you don't need to use it, but if you do, it's not a great experience. A lot of the features feel very gimmicky, and a few of them being locked behind an obnoxious sign-up barrier is just bad. AVerMedia, please get rid of this. I understand that you want to build up a mailing list to help you market your products, but locking features behind a sign-up process is no way to go about that in my opinion. Overall, if you want to improve your video quality by capturing your DSLR and using it as a webcam, for example, then this device will work great. Just steer clear of the software and you'll get great results. And that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like down below if you did. Let us know in the comments what you think of this. If you're using a camera already, what solution are you using or what webcam are you using? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to keep up with the latest PC gaming news and reviews. If you want to find links to our brand new merch store where you can pick up one of these cool t-shirts, or to our Patreon page or Discord server, then all of those links will be in the video description. Anyway guys, I've been Matt. I'll speak to you in the next one. Look after yourselves. See you later.